What is going on, guys? Get123 here, back with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and just recently we made a video featuring this ATV here. This is the Nagasaki BLAZER Recon, and I said that I'd be back in a little bit to basically upgrade this thing, to max it out, to install a lift kit and some big, wide, taller Meteor tires. And so today that is exactly what we are going to be doing. I've got it here on my my dune loader, and I brought it down to the beach here, and we're going to unload it. So let's go ahead and back it off of the tailgate here, or off the bed of the truck rather, onto the ramp and down onto the sand below. And so here it is in its stock version. Now, real quick, before we upgrade anything, let's just take a very, very quick spin for it in its stock form. This is without any upgrades whatsoever. You can see down there in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a speedometer, and hey, our truck is gone, as expected. Classic Grand Theft Auto. 48 miles an hour, I mean, it's okay. It's not the fastest, the handling isn't the greatest, it doesn't even corner very well. But today what we are going to do is, well, actually, we won't improve its cornering at all, because we are lifting it. If anything, it's going to make its cornering worse and more prone to flipping. But you know what? It's going to look awesome. It's going to look legit, so who cares? So as much as I like this green, I do want to try out some other colors, maybe something that would match my clothing a little bit better. Ooh, the yellow's not bad, not bad. Either yellow or orange. Let's just go with yellow for now. That looks pretty sweet. But let's hop over to the suspension menu and start getting this thing lifted up a little bit. Oops, wrong key. There we go. Suspension menu. And so what we want to do here is go down to the front height. We are starting at a base value of negative 0.56. So let's start moving that around a little bit. Let's add a few inches in the front. Not anything too crazy. That's already a pretty giant lift. In fact, let's even move it down an inch there. Let's make it match in the back now. Oops, wrong one. Rear track height. So we're going to make the height of the back match the front. And so the tires might shake around a little bit initially, but it never seems to last. It never seems to last. Cool. Seems like it's already done. So, oh, it might come back briefly. If it does, it's not a big deal. It should go away completely in a little bit. So now, let's kind of keep testing this as we apply more upgrades. Let's see how the handling has changed with just a lift on it. Oh, so that's something that didn't happen the first time. That didn't happen at all the first time. So that just goes to show you what just an extra, what, 4 to 6 inches can do? Or is it more than 6? Maybe it was a little more like 8. Oh my goodness. Franklin, come on. Come on, Franklin. Get back up on there. Can we pull a wheelie on this thing yet? Let's see. Any chance of a wheelie? No chance of a wheelie yet. Okay, before we do any other cosmetic upgrades, we're going to jump around here a little bit. Let's go back to the vehicle menu, vehicle options, vehicle mod menu. And real quick, let's do the engine to level 4. It appears that we were already on level 4, interestingly. Brakes, level 3, transmission, level 3. And let's also put on a turbo. Sweet. Okay, so now let's see. Are we any closer to wheeling? Oh no, still very close to tipping. Let's try another wheelie here. Back up a little bit, and not tall enough for a wheelie yet. But we could try to go for, what are those side wheelies called? Tell me in the comments down below. What does the side wheelie call? I can't remember. I feel like it's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm going to need your help down below in the comments, so let me know, let me know. Ooh. Try to keep one going. Oh, we actually pulled that off. I bet that lady can't believe that. Oh, no. Okay. Let's go back to the modifications here. Let's get back to the mods. So, the higher center of gravity, as fun as it is, it can be, oh my goodness. Wow, yes, it can be a challenge. It's definitely something you've got to keep on your mind. So, let's go back to the suspension menu, and we can kind of counteract some of that with the front track width. So take a look at the width of the tires here. We're just going to spread them a little bit farther apart. So we don't want it to look silly. We don't want it to look ridiculous. You can see the front compared to the back there. The front is now wider. I guess let's make the back match the front. Again, not too much wider, just a few more inches of wheelbase to kind of bring that center of gravity down. This is already starting to look like more of an off-road utility four-wheeler. I mean, it was already an off-road utility four-wheeler, but this wider stance especially Wow, and check that out. Really cool how that works. So now, just from our wider wheelbase alone, wow. I didn't expect that to be fully fixed by just extending the wheelbase there. I thought it would be better. I thought it would be improved. But I definitely did not think it would be 100% fixed, to the point where we can't even roll over if we tried. Sweet. Check out that suspension doing its work underneath there. Awesome. So this thing's coming together pretty nicely. What's next, though, is, I guess, the tires. So let's see what looks good here on the tires. I might want to change up the color a little bit. Let's go, oops, wrong menu. Let's go, I have too many mods installed, hitting the wrong keys left and right. Let's go down to the tire menu. And so wheel size. This is where things get fun. So let's start moving the wheel size up. Whew, so already that looks a little better. We don't want the wheels to come brushing or come in contact with any parts of the plastic. Not that that would actually mess us up, but I want to keep this vehicle kind of, you know, somewhat realistic. Alright, starting to look a little bit better. Maybe one tick bigger on the size. I don't want to go too much bigger than that. And then let's go back one, and I think we can raise these up here. There we go. Pull them up out of the ground a little bit. Let's do the same with the rear. Maybe one more tick. Let's do one more tick in the front. Sweet. Alright, that is starting to look awesome. Starting to remind me of the Beast a little bit. To those of you who are unaware, the Beast is my Player Sportsman 800 lifted. It's pretty sick, pretty sick. Alright, so let's give this thing, take it for a quick spin. See how these new tires are on it. Still looks pretty good. It's starting to look really beefy, starting to look really legit. Seems like we might be able to tip once again for maybe that change in the tires. Let's see. Can't really quite tip yet, but you can see it wanting to a little bit more, I feel. Or maybe that could have been coincidence. I wish that truck was still there. I want to see if it still fit in the truck, but I'm not going to bother spawning in a dune loader just for that. Wow, this thing already looks legit. So now, what we're going to do is make these tires a little bit wider. They're big enough. I feel like the size is right, but it needs to be just a little wider. Something to give it a little bit of beef. So let's go back to that mod menu. Once again, hitting the wrong key, as I always do. Tires. Wheel width. So, okay, I guess this is going to apply to all wheels. Alright, let's try. Here we go. Slowly making them wider. That's getting closer to what we want. We don't want them too wide because, you know, it'll just look downright silly. I mean, if we wanted to, we could do... If we wanted to, we could do something like this. We could do something like this. But I don't know. That feels... Something about that feels, I don't know, unrealistic. Oh, but that is really cool, isn't it? That's pretty darn epic. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Well, yeah, that's a little too wide. Let's bring the width down. Let's bring it back down to earth, back to something more realistic, such as bike tires. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I think probably somewhere in there. I mean, that's probably even a little wide for a four-wheeler, but I want this thing to look like it can take on the world, like it can do anything. In fact, I'm tempted to make it even bigger. I think let's go out and see how it does now. Let's go out and see how it does, because we've lifted it, we made the tires bigger, this thing is actually looking really sick, and I look really cool riding it because I completely match. I wish that dog would despawn, my gosh. Whew! Alright, let's hit the swamps out here. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do with this newly lifted, beefed up Nagasaki BLAZER Recon. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, alright. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. I feel like I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, driving like a maniac. Let's treat this like a little bit more of a role-playing scenario. I get a lot of comments from you guys saying to treat GTA 5 with a little bit more care, to treat it a little bit more like real life, you know, role-playing, as opposed to constantly driving 100 miles an hour, constantly, you know, flying off this machine and dying. Try to treat it a little bit more how maybe you would act in real life. And I like that idea a lot. I definitely want to start playing more of a role-playing you know, incorporate more of a role-playing aspect into when I play GTA 5. So I hope that, for those of you who wanted that, I hope this video kind of scratches that itch for you. So far, this thing's actually handling very well, though. It doesn't seem like it wants to roll over. Even with a little bit of speed, let's gun it and then just drop a sharp left. Ooh, accidentally dropped a sharp left into some trees, but I'm not gonna worry too hard about that. Let's try going again up here. Yeah, this thing's actually surprisingly stable for the lift that we gave it. I honestly did not expect it to maintain this kind of flexibility. I think we just flooded it. Wow, we did not flood it. That is amazing. I was going to be so sad if we flooded it because we would have just needed to redo that entire thing. We would have needed to respawn it, repaint it, relift it, resize the tires. So I have like a last-ditch effort that I can do there and just try to quickly get it out of the water. Very glad that it worked. So overall, I would say this thing looks sweet. It really does remind me a lot of the Beast, but now that we have done like a practical version of it, I think maybe we should do a, oh, I don't know, what do you call it? Just an absolutely insane version of it that's lifted way too high for its own good, with tires way bigger than you would ever need or want. What do you guys think? Should we do it? I think maybe we should do it. Before we do it, though, let's keep riding upstream just a little bit here. I do like to put these things to the test. You know, we came this far. It would be kind of silly to just stop here. Get a little bit of rock crawling in there. Let me hit this one especially slow. Even slower than that. Where are the good rocks at? Not that these are the bad rocks. Here we go. These start getting a little bit more challenging. This is more what I was looking for. Let's see. Can we just pull up to this and kind of... This thing's so touchy. I think it's probably because it has the turbo as well as all those other upgrades. Oh, a low gear would be awesome. If GTA 5 had low gear, manual transmission, there's so much, you know, so many additional features that I wish this game had. Ooh. And see, sometimes its crawling physics get really weird. It has very weird crawling physics that I think they'll probably fix in GTA 6. I think they know by now, like, okay, in 2018, you can't have physics like that in your game, especially if you're a AAA title. Especially if you're Rockstar Games. Oh, come on. I want to drop a left here. I want to drop a left. Let's try one last time. Again, this is very difficult to control. Very touchy throttle. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, yeah, I don't think we're getting up that. I do not think we were getting up that. Okay. Let's pump up the volume even a little bit more here. Let's take it up another notch. Let's go back to the lifting portion here real quick. We're gonna give it a repair. Let's go vehicle fix. We've got our shovel and our axe back, and back to the suspension menu. Front height. Oh my goodness, this is about to start getting insane. Front height. Let's go up even higher. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. This is about to start getting, like, really nuts here. I don't think you would ever see a four-wheeler lifted this high unless it was really a specialty machine made for, you know, strictly bogging, mudding, and just really going through water. Wow! This is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool so far. I do want to give it maybe some bigger tires. Kind of surprised by how stable it still is. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll probably roll right here. As expected. Uh-oh. I hope it's not lifted too high. There's a chance here this is going to be lifted too high to even get back onto. Oh, please no, please no. Oh, please be able to roll this over. Come on. Can we? Yes! Oh, I was sad, or scared there. Not sad. No need to be sad yet. Cool. Alright, so let's keep going. What's a, ooh, we can do a stoppy, or a backwards wheelie. Oh my gosh, Franklin! What the heck, man? Alright, let's try this again. We can't quite do the frontwards wheelie yet. Oh my gosh, this thing's getting very difficult to control. For the end here, I think maybe, let's go to tire size. Let's just jack this thing up. Tire size, wheel size. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Wheel width, yeah, let's make them wider. And front, let me see. We need to also make the wheelbase wider. Where do we go for that? Suspension menu, rear track width. Oh my goodness, this is about to be utterly insane. Oh my gosh. Okay, 0.57, so the front needs to match. Okay, so we are no longer even connecting to the parts of the four-wheeler, but that is okay. We've got parts just kind of floating, but that doesn't matter too much to me. One more thing that I would like to try to do here. Let me see. Can I bring those tires up out of the ground just a little bit? And the rear tire, just bring it up out of the ground a little bit. I think that's about the best we're going to be able to get it. If we try to bring those up out of the ground anymore, they will start glitching. You can see now even that front tire there is kind of wanting to glitch out a little bit. Those back tires are wanting to glitch out a little bit as well. But wow, this thing looks sick. This looks legit. Look at it next to a car. Oh my gosh. We could probably... Oops. We could probably just like monster truck it over this car, hopefully. Oh my goodness. Oh, if it were just a little bit more stable. Yeah, so you can tell we are starting to push this mod to its limits because the tires are getting just a little bit glitchy. Oh no. I thought I was about to get crushed to death there for a second. I did take some damage as it rolled over on me. I still can't believe that we were able to get back onto this thing. Alright, let's take it back into the swamp now. This is going to be where it gets a little more difficult to, a little bit more difficult to control. Especially going through this water, going through this mud. Trying to turn and all that's just more challenging than ever. We are officially past the point of usefulness. We are simply doing this because we can. And sometimes that's all the reason you need to do something. Oh no! Ooh, nice. Got up out of the water. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ooh, I really want to push this thing until we kill it, but that might have done it. That might kill it. That might kill it right there, guys. Can I get on this thing still? Seems like I cannot. I think that is where it ends. No! Oh, wow. That was epic, though. That thing was a beast of beasts. Guys, tell me what you thought down in the comments below. We can do this with more vehicles. Tell me which vehicle you'd like to see this with, or done with next. Personally, I thought this was pretty sweet. This thing's just getting washed downstream. That's hilarious. So anyways, before we head out, drop that a like down below. I feel like I just mumbled through that. Drop a like down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will see you next time. Peace out.